Senior meteorologist Janice Dean in the Fox Extreme Weather Center with the latest on this storm's path. What do we know at this point, Janice?
Well, we just received an advisory, the 2 p.m., and we're starting to see more of these within the next couple of hours as the storm approaches Florida. So the takeaway from this, still 140-mile-per-hour sustained winds, still a strong Category 3. The pressure has dropped a millibar, and that means a sign of strengthening. So there is the potential for this storm to get even stronger before it makes its way towards the coast of Florida, which is happening right now. But the conditions are going downhill. The closest approach to landfall will be overnight tonight. But you can see this is radar, so you see the outer bands starting to scrape land across Florida. We actually could see the potential for tornadoes as well. They will probably issue a tornado watch in the next couple of hours. Not huge, strong tornadoes, but weaker tornadoes, but still could cause some structural damage. So here's what we know. We think 145-mile-per-hour sustained winds at 8 p.m. and then coming very close to Melbourne here on Friday morning, perhaps making a landfall, but it's not about the landfall, because if we have the core of the strongest winds, which are at 140, 145 miles per hour onshore, the core of those winds 60 miles away from the center of the storm, you are going to feel a hurricane for hours, for 60 hours, all along the coast of Florida up towards South Carolina and Georgia. And look how long it maintains its Category 4 strength. Again, this is a forecast, but already this storm has been a major hurricane for 5 days, which is the record, by the way, for the month of October to have a major hurricane last that long in the Atlantic. Hurricane warnings still in effect all up and down the East Coast up towards South Carolina. So 10 million people here are in a hurricane warning. And some of the National Weather Service postings that are coming out right now, some of it could be devastating if this storm actually stays on the track we think it's going to make for the next 48 to 60 hours. Forecast wind gusts, this is one of the models we look at. So there's the core of very strong winds, Port St. Lucie, Melbourne, up towards Daytona Beach. This is Friday. Then we're heading into Saturday for Georgia and South Carolina. And again, the potential for a major hurricane up towards the South Carolina coast. The rainfall, also want to make mention, the storm surge has gone up for portions of central and north Florida, 6 to 11 feet on top of the high tide, which could be, we could have inland flooding. It could be very dangerous, obviously, with the storm surge, as well as the rainfall and the prolonged winds for hours and hours and hours, Sandra.
And you have been warning on this for many hours and days ahead of this, Janice, just how serious this is. So much more news likely to come. We'll come back to you as the news warrants. Janice Dean, thank you.
Okay.